This is my 10-minute lift at home facial with the Anma. So you can see I'm starting off on my chin, just going back and forth. This is going to help lift up the corners of your mouth. So by going back and forth and lifting up on those corners is going to help. You're going to help release some of that fascia, some of that lymph that's accumulated there, and just really give a nice, smooth, lifted appearance. So I just keep going back and forth, and I'm going slightly up by the corner of my mouth, going back towards my ear. Same thing on the other side. I'm not using a lot of pressure. Now I'm going across the jawline. So I'm going across the jawline up to where my ear and my hairline is. So this part I'm going right above my jawline, right on it, slightly above, and just dragging it up. And it's really going to help lift up. Do the other side too. Do it as long as you want. You can do it longer than I'm doing or shorter. And I'm not pressing too hard. I'm really not pressing. I prepped my skin with my Antiox and my healing oil just a little bit. Now I'm going to continue lifting from the corner of my mouth underneath the cheekbone, the cheek hollow, and lifting up towards the hairline. So you can see I'm going straight back. Again, not pressing too hard. Doing the other side, and you can even see as I'm doing it how my face is lifting. So this stuff, it really does work. So you just need to do a little bit. If you can do a little bit every day, if you can do a little bit every week, even if you do it once a month, it's gonna help. So I'm just going back and forth, not back and forth, but back and forth from each side, but I'm really lifting. I'm lifting, going back towards the hairline, back towards my ear. And I'm just pressing a little bit just so you can see where I'm going. I'm going around the mouth, well, up above the lip. There, I'm going back and forth because there you can. It's in like an orbital muscle. Orbital, I keep saying it's a muscle that kind of just circles the lip, so you can go back and forth. And I do that because it's going to really help break up that fascia that's right underneath the nostril area. Where I'm going a little bit more. Just stretch your lip down a little bit and go back and forth over there. This really helps to lift and plump your lips and help to lift so you don't have that droopy mouth look that a lot of people get when they get older. And now I'm going to continue to go from that corner of the nostril, lifting up, because that is a big muscle. Well, not a big muscle, but it's a big cause of that droop and adding to that nasolabial fold. So I'm just going back and forth, just kind of lifting it up, just going, trying to loosen up that fascia, but it also helps to plump and it helps to release a lot of that lymph that's there too. But a lot of fascia is trapped over there. So that really does help. Now I'm doing one of my favorite moves. Everyone loves this, going from the corner by the nostril, but up against the side of the nose and scooping underneath the cheek, kind of scooping and lifting, going back to the hairline. And that just feels amazing. You feel like you're doing something when you do that. So it feels really great. Do it on both sides. And now I'm doing it a little higher. So I'm going higher up, going into that corner by the eyelid, by the nose, and scooping down underneath, lifting up around the eyes. So you can see I'm pointing where I'm starting and scooping all the way underneath. That feels amazing. You can feel a lot of the lumpy bumps that end up underneath. You can feel it, and it starts releasing them. So that's a lot of the fascia again in the lymph that gets accumulated over there, and that causes the dark circles, the puffiness. So this is really loosening up all of that. So this you can do before you do your makeup. You can do it at night. You can do whenever you have time. I do it while I'm watching TV a lot. Obviously, this time I'm doing it in front of the camera, but this really helps. And you feel it while you're doing it. You feel it working. So doing that little bit really helps. It really helps to alleviate a lot of that accumulation that's there and a lot of that stress that's causing those, deep hollows and those puffiness and the dark circles. So it's going to help with everything around the eyes. And you just go, you don't press too hard. Again, you're not pressing too hard, and you're just scooping around, and you'll feel it working. And you don't have to have your face an oily mess, just a little bit, because you want a little bit of that resistance. Now I'm going up This is a key spot. This is where everybody holds a lot of tension. Just go back and forth right between the eyebrows and just go up towards the hairline. And now I'm doing above the eyebrows. So if you just cover the eyebrow with the little teeth, of the Anma, and just go back towards the hairline, you're gonna feel a lot of stress. It may feel a little tender because so many people have a lot of stress in their forehead. So this is gonna help release a lot of that tension. So this is a key spot, and this will absolutely help to lift your eyebrows. This will help to lift your forehead, get rid of fine lines, get rid of those deep lines, get rid of the number 11s if you have. So this really does work. So the more lines you have on your forehead, the more you should do this. And it feels amazing. It really does. So it's not just for a vanity purpose. It actually helps to release some stress. So if you suffer from migraines or tension headaches or even sinus issues, this will help with that. It'll help release a lot of that tension that you feel. So just keep going. I like to go around my eyebrows a lot because I like to lift them. I like to lift by my eyelids. Now I'm going up by, so this is a key spot. So what I like to tell people is, if you feel like you're droopy, this move will help with the droopiness, with the sag. So you can see how it lifts up that jowl, that elongated along the jaw. So yes, going along the jawline is going to help, but doing this spot really helps to lift. Just look on my face how it's lifting without me touching over there. It's lifting. So you can see how the muscle connection is there, going right almost by my lip, that it's lifting that area. So this is key. And this is also key to lifting the neck area. So we'll go into more on how to lift the neck, but this is part of it, is just going on this side all the way up is really an important step. So don't miss out on this step, like don't skip it. This is, even if you just want to start with this one, you can, because it really has a great effect. It really does lift that whole side of your face. And when you do both sides, obviously it lifts up your face overall. And it feels great. And I like to go back over the lips again, underneath the lip, above the lip, do the little cheek area, my favorite spot. And now you can go over with the handle of the Anma, and just go over all the areas that you did and just kind of smooth it out. So this is like the finishing part of the massage, is just keep going over it, lifting a little bit and just smoothing out. So this is really great. This is almost like what the gua sha, I guess, does, but the Anma does all the things in one tool. So it really helps to smooth out what you just did. So it just gives a little bit more of a nice finishing touch. So I love this too. Like, it just feels great on your face. I mean, it even looks like it feels good. So don't skip out on this step. And doing that underneath the cheek really feels great too. It helps to lift and de-stress. So if you have any sinus issues, this really helps a lot. So just keep moving along. Then I do above the lip, and then I'll do below a little bit, just to smooth that out, and go back all the way to the hair. So you're always moving and then going back. So you can see why. It really just helps to kind of give the face a lift, just subtly. Like, you can see it makes a difference. You can feel the difference when you do it. And honestly, this is, it's not that long. Like, if you have 10 minutes, you can do this, and you don't even have to do as much as I do. You can do less if you want to. And again, I'm taking that little handle, scooping around the eyes. This feels amazing. And I'm not pressing too hard. And this feels great. If you go from the nose all the way up in between the eyebrows, straight up into the forehead, you just feel like you're stretching your face. So if you can't get to me, especially, the summer, whatever, you have too much stuff going on, you can always do this. You can do this any time of the day. You can do this at night. You can do this in the morning. You can do this while you watch TV. I have some people that do it on the plane if they're going away, because why not? You don't have much else to do. So this can be done anywhere. And if you can do it once a month, if you're going to come to me once a month and you can't get to me, you can do this. Like, do it at least once a month, once a week, once a day, whenever you can. So this is the Anma, the 10-minute facial, lift your face facial at home.